in crisis setting is always important. And it is said by WHO that communication is aid. Communication is aid, more important than food supplies. Therefore, it is basic human rights, particularly in the time of crisis, to have access to communication. That is the basic human right. However, if you encapsulate COVID-19 in one word, what was COVID-19? One word answer is breakdown. It was total breakdown of everything. It was breakdown of travel, breakdown of business, breakdown of market, breakdown of social settings, isolationism, quarantine, solitary wards where nobody would dare enter, even doctors were reluctant. So one word answer to the question what COVID-19 was is breakdown. But if you add two more words, that makes it more wholesome. COVID-19 was a story of breakdown, vulnerability, and our mutual dependency. It showed how dependent we are, in spite of all the slogans and notions of autonomy and self-sufficiency. We realized very faithfully that we are still very, very dependent. And at the same time, we realized that we are very vulnerable. No matter we have defense mechanisms and everything and all kinds of missiles and weapons and weaponry which we have, nuclear weapon and traditional warfare, in spite of all that, we are very, very vulnerable and can be made helpless anytime by any mobilization of any small creature on this planet. So, initially when COVID broke out, everything about this was unknown. You just have to recall the number of rumors which we were confronting at that time. And the number of solutions which were directly proportional to the number of variants of COVID-19. Everybody was coming up with one remedy. Everybody was coming up with one solution or one, you can say, proposal or one suggestion. So what happened, in fact, nothing was clear that what is going on, which kind of virus is this, where is vaccine, how to get out of it. So our initial response to COVID-19 was total helplessness and total lack of knowledge. Pandemic-related information was not circulating because there was no such information. The only thing was social isolationism, but that is not a solution. Then translation emerged as an indispensable means to publicize news, knowledge about the disease, slowly, gradually, but surely. Chinese translation, in cooperation with pandemic professionals, translated valuable material into different languages and circulated across the globe. Donors of medical supplies and workers of cross-border procurement took key insights from that translations. Now, right from the beginning, right from day one, people started translations, symptoms, cures, methods, doctor's advices, or whatever. And doctor-patient discourse, which is otherwise a very interesting area of discourse analysis, has another side to it, that is translation. Because there is no guarantee that doctor and patient are from the same monolingual background. They may be from multilingual background, may be speaking different languages. Therefore, the essential role of interpreter and translator, even within doctor-patient discourse, is established and undeniable. So what happens? That translation cooperation is achieved between interpreters, doctors, and patient, and anti-pandemic efforts are synergized and synthesized. From symptom identification to prevention and treatment, material needs to be translated into hundreds of languages, and for that you have no time. COVID-19 was a race against time. You have no time, but you have to translate. And during translation, you have to ensure accuracy and what is called cultural appropriateness, which facilitates your cultural comprehension of that thing. Because if you are not doing that, translation can be more harmful than useful. Integral part of rapid response infrastructure, translation emerged as an integral part of rapid response infrastructure. In China, in Iran, even in Pakistan, we have NCOC. NCOC did a wonderful job, and they translated hundreds of pages and circulated and publicized just to encounter the amount of propaganda. I mean, just recall the amount of propaganda and the amount of fear, because propaganda breeds fear. Fear is bred on propaganda, lack of knowledge. We don't know something, and that leads to our limitless fear of that thing. It was very important to calm down the people, to tell them, to convince them that it is pandemic, it will die down slowly and gradually. For that, you need information, and information in a multilingual world is also a byproduct of translation. That is just one part of the story. Multi-modal translation emerged, and by multi-modal translation we mean that pictorial, visual, auditory, acoustic, textual, discursive, all kinds of modes were implied, and translation was facilitated. So, as I have received the warning to wind up, let me read the concluding paragraph. Translation is a bridge between various speech communities and language groups. It enables us to rise above our differences and to transcend our essential monolingual limitations. It connects us with our fellow human beings and binds us in an eternal relation of interdependency and transnational fraternity. Because in an age of globalization, what is transnational is essentially translational. George Steiner once said, without translation, we would be living in provinces bordering on silence. Ladies and gentlemen, translation is just like an overarching sky. Overarching, overhead sky which connects the whole earth. The earth which is divided and fragmented into 100,000 broken pieces. खाबर इजाज ने कहा था, मेरे सहन पर खुला आसमान रहे कि मैं इसे धूप छांव में बांटना नहीं चाहता. And that is the role of translation. I thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Jamil, for your illuminating and very inspiring speech. And no doubt it's a very pertinent topic as well. Now, our worthy audience, the second keynote speaker for our session is Dr. Alexander Jamil from University of Ottawa, Canada. The life